1, 2, 3, it's Vlogger Day 687. That made no sense. Morning. It's Sunday morning, which is one of 3 days that I think you should go to Versailles if you're going to go to Versailles on any day of the week. The reason being that Sunday is one of the market days. The only unfortunate part about Sunday is that it's not a work day, which means that the French will be there too. So the crowd, it's a little bit more crowded on Sundays, but it's still amazing. I'm gonna make a video today about what to expect if you're going on a bike tour to Versailles with Bike About Tours. They're the guys that I used to do tours with. Last year I spent all summer working with them. I'm still loosely working with them, doing a couple of tours here and there. But this morning I'm going on tour with either Mark or Ali. I haven't figured that out yet. Might bounce between them a little bit. Mark and Ali are the ones that actually trained me to do the tours in Versailles last year. And so if you're gonna come and you're gonna go on a tour and you get one of them, I turned out great because of them, right? First things first, when you meet, at least currently, unless they change this, you meet in front of Notre Dame at the Statue of Charlemagne. It's a big green statue of a dude on a horse with a guy carrying some axes. That's where you're gonna meet, right under that statue. There may not be anybody there right away, but they'll show up 15 minutes before you're supposed to leave. So like at 8:45 this morning, and then you'll hop on a train and go from there. You have to take a train to get out to Versailles. People ask all the time if you actually ride your bikes out to Versailles. No, the answer is no. That would be uphill and not fun the whole way. Morning, Mark.
Good morning, Jay. You saw last time?
Now if things go smoothly, you get on the train immediately from here and go out. Strike today. So we've got an extra 30 minutes to kill, so we're gonna go upstairs and actually enjoy the park for a minute, and then we'll go out to Versailles. I'll skip to the train part because you can see the rest of Paris on your own. I mean, really, right? Switch train cars to hang out with Ali for a second, if you remember Ali, but the train ride's only like 30 minutes out to Versailles?
36.
36 minutes exactly out to Versailles, apparently. And then it's the end of the line when you do it on RERC. Ideally, you do it on RERC. It gets complicated in the middle of the summer, though, because RERC doesn't break down, but they shut it down in the middle of the city. And you got to do some hopscotch to get out to Versailles, but, you know, you make it. It's fine. All right, see you in a bit. We'll go join Ali again shortly, but I'm gonna go resume my position with Mark because my exit buddy's in Mark's group, and that'd be bad if I lost him. As soon as you get off the train, your guide will take you, depending on which guide you get and how they operate, they'll give you a little orientation and take you straight to the bikes. And jump on the bikes, and then you're actually on bikes for the rest of the time, which is really, really nice. And the market comes up next, which is what I'm most excited about. So, Mark, I wanna go to the market.
Want to go to the market?
Yeah.
You want to go to the market? Yeah.
One of the things to be aware of is that first thing in the morning, Versailles is a nut house. Like, the lines are insane. You can see them from here already. The crowds are, you don't want to stand in the sun first thing of the day. So the way that we end up going about it is that Mark's gonna give them a little bit of a history lesson about the castle right now. A good little speech about it, give them some overview. And then we're gonna go to the market, get food, go have a picnic, like enjoy the grounds, enjoy all the other sites. Beat the crowds to those because they're all going to the castle first and then come back here when the crowds are gone. It's the idea, at least. So he's also picked a shady spot so that we're not standing in the sun while he's talking. The market is what I am most excited for today. I can't wait. I'm so hungry. Kareem back there has some of the best orange juice ever. It's really, really, really good. So if you want to get orange juice, I do recommend getting that from him. This market on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Fridays is full. The buildings around me on the four corners are always a market. It's an indoor market, but the outdoor market is only in action these 3 days of the week. So that's why I say that one of those days is the best. Tuesday is probably the best day to come out here because none of the French people are here, so it's super quiet. Friday's pretty good. Sunday is busy as crap, but it's still way better than coming when there's no full market. I have to get some food because I'm gonna switch from Mark's tour to Allie's tour. I gotta hurry up and buy some food. For now, I need a snack. I haven't had breakfast yet, and then for lunch later as well. I'll show you what I'm gonna get. I only have 20 minutes, and since I'm gonna be bouncing around today, I'm only going for stuff that I can carry with me. One of which is these. They're like Turkish quesadillas. I can never remember what the name of these is. I always get the chicken and cheese, but the spinach and cheese is really, really good as well. They make it fresh, you can eat it right now, which is what I'm gonna do because I kinda wanna eat them now and for lunch. I don't know what I'm gonna do for lunch, I gotta figure this out. The other things that I would normally get would be mimolette cheese. These are a lot of Mark's recommendations too. I stole as much of my information as I could from Mark because he knows this market better than anybody. Obviously, fresh fruits, great. Strawberries you wanna get now because they're in season and they're better here than they are in the States if you're coming from the States. Mimolette is one of my favorite cheeses. It's amazing, it's a hard cheese, it's aged, it's delicious. And peppadews. We're gonna go find peppadews because I haven't had those in a long time. That's what we'll get. I highly recommend buying your fruits and veg outside if you come on a market day. If you don't, inside's fine. But the fruits and veg outside, you can buy rotisserie chickens. You can get, there's a wine dealer. His name is David if he's here. He's really cool. And then the best crepe, oh, she is here. The best crepe possibly you'll ever have in your entire life is here in the corner, sold by, you get some paella as well. Morgan here in the corner. These are some of the best crepes you will possibly ever have. This is the best decision you can make in the market is Morgan's crepes. Salut! To die for. But the one thing I really want to make sure I get, which I may not have time for because we're running out of time, is peppadews. But these guys are looking slammed. I don't think I'm going to get them. One more guy you gotta see. If you like sausage or foie gras, come see Bruno.
Bonjour.
Bruno, ça va?
Oui, c'est Bruno.
Oui, j'ai coupé la barbe. Oui, vous la gardez.
Comment vas-tu?
I managed to get some peppadews because she was really nice and let me pay directly, which normally they wouldn't. You have to go to the cash register. Because I'm out of time and I asked nicely in French, she hooked me up. These 5 peppadews cost €2.60. They shouldn't cost any more than like 50 cents a pop. They're kind of expensive, super worth it. If you end up paying €1 a piece, you're getting ripped off. I'm gonna jump on Allie's tour now. We're gonna go see some fountains and then we'll see what happens from there. And I went and got one of the orange juices from Cream because they're a lifesaver. Oh, so good. I'm joining your guys' group now, if that's all right. So once you're done in the market, you have a little bit more riding in town to do, but it's not much. We're almost into the park now. We're gonna go in the Queen's Gate, ride around a little bit. Allie's gonna take us in to see some fountains. The fountains should be on today, so that's exciting as well. They're not on every day, so if you have to see the fountains, make sure you come on a fountain day. Look that up to see when the schedule is. I think it's on the Versailles website. And then we'll bounce around from there. Well, you'll find out. Now for the gardens, you have to walk. There are certain portions on the map where you can't ride, so we're gonna walk. They just turned these fountains on this year. These didn't used to run, the Neptune Basin. It's really exciting. Oh no, did they just stop? Hopefully they come back on in a second, otherwise that's gonna be really depressing that I wasn't filming them when they were going. We have this guy going too, so I'm sure they'll come back on here in a minute. Not all the fountains run. I think there were like 1,400 fountains originally in these gardens. A fraction of that actually run now because they're too old, but pretty cool that they brought these ones back online. I'm just gonna go up here because I know that Allie's coming this way. Basically, the day consists of cycling, some history, a little bit of exploration, eating, That's what I'm most excited for. My Turkish flatbread was delicious, and now I'm excited for my peppadews. That's all I had time to buy while I was in the market though, so peppadews and orange juice are it. Technically, you can't bring alcohol into the park anymore, but there is a guy who sells it in the park. The irony never ends. So if you wanted to, I can show you Ming. He's over by the Grand Trianon. He's got a baked potato stand. He's also like one of the nicest people in the park. And yeah, we'll have lunch over by the Grand Canal here in a minute, but in between, we're gonna go see Marie Antoinette's Hamlet, which has got all the fun animals and the Queen's house, her little farm. You know, you'll see why they revolted and killed them all eventually here. Also, don't do the golf carts. They're depressingly slow. They barely go faster than you can walk. This is the first time I've seen the Queen's house not surrounded by scaffolding, which is really, really nice because it's been completely scaffolded off all like last year for 3 years, according to Ali. So it's the first time in 4 years that it's been visible. So if you want to come out and get a good view of that, this is your first real opportunity. And one serious pro tip, if you don't want to carry your drinks with you the whole day and you want to make sure they're cold by the time you get out here, come see Ming, the baked potato salesman. Dude has cold beer, cold wine, Coke, everything.
How you doing?
Good, how you doing, Ming?
Yeah.
What are you doing talking to the locals? You know you're not allowed to let him talk to the locals, right? Like, somewhere around here, you drop off the bikes at the end of the day, and your guide will give you a little bit of insight as to how to actually do the chateau properly, like where to go, how to get back to the train station, that kind of stuff. It's all very simple. Now, I'm not gonna actually go in the chateau today because I have to get back to Paris to have a meeting with my friend Sonia. But before you freak out, I do have a video of what it's like to go into the chateau. We did this whole video, this whole day out and about. Now I'm gonna show you a video of what it looks like to go in Versailles. If you click on the little link right up there, I'll link to it below as well, but it's in the little eye icon, and you can watch, and I'll link to it at the very end of the video as well, so you don't miss out. Feel free to watch that. Hopefully that's what's queued up next for you. But if you wanna see what's inside Versailles, go for it. If you wanna go on a bike tour with Bike About Tours, highly recommended. And if you wouldn't mind when you do the reservation, let them know that I sent you. I do, full disclosure, get a little bit of a referral for that. So if you do that, they'll actually hook you up with one of my little heart face stickers as a thank you that way as well. I might be doing some tours this summer, but no guarantees I'll be your tour guide because I'm also gonna be traveling a lot this summer. I have no idea what my summer contains, but it was really nice to have you on tour with me today. It was really nice to be on tour with Mark and Ali today. Once again, they're the ones I learned from. They're fantastic. Can't recommend coming out to Versailles enough. Anyways, now back to Paris and whatever the rest of my day contains. It's Sunday. I keep forgetting it's Sunday.
All the time. All right, so wait, we'll do one. I'll get one of all four of you on this one because I've already.